In this essential Excel tutorial, we're going to master a key statistical skill, how to calculate amplitude in Excel. If you need to understand the spread or volatility of your data, this guide will show you how to find the data range using the max and min functions. You're probably looking at a spreadsheet right now, maybe a list of stock prices, temperature readings for the month, or a column of exam scores. You can calculate the average, but that doesn't tell you the whole story. You have a feeling the numbers are all over the place, and you want to measure just how spread out they are. This measurement of spread is often called the amplitude, or more simply, the range. It's the simple difference between the highest high and the lowest low in your dataset. It's a fundamental part of statistical analysis in Excel, and I'm your host. In this guide, I'm going to show you the simple two-function formula to calculate amplitude in Excel in just a few seconds. To get started, your needs are very simple. You just need Microsoft Excel open on your computer, whether it's a PC or a Mac. You'll also need a single column or row of numerical data. I'll be using a list of fictional temperature readings, but you can follow along with any set of numbers you have. All right, let's get this done. Here on my screen, I have my sample data in column B, from cell B2 down to B31. It's a list of daily temperatures. As you can see, the numbers are all jumbled, and I want to find the total amplitude of this data. First, to make it clear, I'll find the highest value. I'll click in a blank cell, say E2, and I'll type the label max temperature. Then in the cell next to it, F3, I'll type the formula. I'll start with an equal sign, then type max, and open a parenthesis. Excel is now asking what data to check. I'll take my mouse and select my entire list of temperatures from B2 down to B31. My formula now looks like this. I'll press enter, and there's my highest value. Next, we need the lowest value. I'll go to cell E3 and type the label lowest temperature. In cell F3, I'll do the exact same thing, but using the min function. I'll type equals, then min, open parentheses, B2 down to B31, and press enter. Now I have my lowest value. We now have our two key numbers. The final step is to calculate the amplitude. I'll go to another cell, E4, and label it amplitude. In cell F4, I'll just write a simple subtraction formula. I'll type equals, click on my max value, cell F1, type the minus sign, then click on my min value, cell F2. My formula is simply equals F1 minus F2. I'll press enter and I get my answer. The total amplitude or range of my temperature data is right there. Now that you know the formula, remember that this is dynamic. If you go back and change a number in your original data in column B, your max, min, and amplitude cells will all update automatically. What do you do if you run into problems? The most common error you'll see is #value. This almost always means that somewhere in your column of numbers, you have a cell that Excel sees as text. Maybe you typed 18O instead of 18, or a space. The max and min functions will ignore text, but if you're trying to do math on a cell that contains text, Excel gets confused. Go back and clean your data, making sure everything is formatted as a number. Another common issue is if your formula returns 0. This might be because you've only selected a single cell in your max and min formulas, so the max and min are the same. Double check that your formula range covers your entire data set. So, we have reached the end of our guide. We've learned that calculating amplitude in Excel is a simple but powerful way to understand your data's volatility. We've learned that there's no single amplitude function, but we can easily find the data range by combining the max and min functions. You are now in full control of your statistical analysis in Excel. I truly hope this Excel data analysis tutorial was helpful and made this concept clear. If it did, please show your support by giving this video a like. It's a simple gesture that helps the channel a lot. And if you're interested in more Excel tips and tricks from beginner to advanced, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Finally, I have a question for you. What kind of data are you planning to analyze the amplitude of? Are you looking at stock prices, sales figures, weather data, or something else? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.